Okay, so today we're interviewing Daniel. So he'll be talking about his profession and how he got there and just like advice for other people. So you can go ahead and like say like your name and age and like what you do.
Okay, I'm Daniel Martinez. I am 20 years old and I play baseball professionally.
Oh yeah, so who do you play for?
I play in the Oakland A's organization.
Okay, and what's like your position and how many seasons have you played for them?
I am a pitcher and I've only played one season.
Okay, so like explain like your first season and like how like your days like looked.
So my first season I got to Arizona. It was a Arizona Rookie League, and basically just kind of getting used to pro ball, just baseball every day. We had one day off a week, and I liked it a lot actually. Just didn't have to worry about school or anything else. It was just playing baseball, and it went pretty well. It was a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm.
And
so like, what were like achievements for you like during your first season?
Well, I got to pitch in TripleA in my first season, which was a lot of fun and a lot different from pitching in a rookie league.
Mm-hmm.
And I got into the organization's all-star list. So,
So what was like the TripleA field like? How is that different from rookie league?
Well, in Arizona Rookie League, the only fans would be like I don't know, like a scout or two would show up and watch a game, and we'd have some players that watch the game, but so that was that. And then in AAA, I pitched on Friday, and there was like 12,000 people. So it was.
So it was like a stadium compared to like just a park.
Yeah. There was like a full-on stadium with had everything going. They had a band playing in the outfield while we're playing, and it was really cool.
Okay, so what do you think like helped you perform so well and like really get, or you were able to like get moved up within 2.5 months of playing and stuff?
So I think just focusing on baseball and not having to worry about going to school or doing homework or anything really helped, and I think just being consistent is like the main thing. 'Cause, if you're not consistent, then obviously you're not playing well. So
yeah, and like so before you got drafted, you played like multiple positions too at RCC. He came from RCC. So like, do you think like just focusing on pitching really helped too?
Yeah, I've never just pitched. I've always played in multiple positions, so just focusing on pitching really made a difference.
So was that like what was that like adjustment like not hitting and stuff, and because like you were known like you were able to like hit, pitch, and play.
I kind of miss it, but at the end of the day, I'm getting paid to pitch, so why would I try to change something?
So like you're getting paid to play, like is that like does it feel like you're at work, like it's like going to work, like blah blah blah, like is it just like it's like the career like you've always wanted it and stuff?
Yeah, no, it doesn't feel like work at all. It just feels like just going out to play, and it feels like a game. It doesn't feel like I'm stressed or anything about whatever little things that happen.
Okay, so what do you think can stop someone or like prevent them from getting to where you are, achieving something like that?
I think the main thing is just got to be able to sacrifice certain things. Just through my time in like when I was in class, and or when I was still going to class, I there's certain things I wanted to do but I didn't because I had to go and practice, or had to put in some extra time. Trying to get better. So like before you got drafted, what was your routine like at RCC and like just in college in general? And going to school. It was always we always had morning weights, and so I'd go there, then go to class right after, and after that I might have had some time to go home and get some food and kind of hang out. And after that, I was just practice, and then at night I would have my time to rest, get ready for the next day.
Yeah. So like, how do you think that like you personally have like reached like your full potential, or like what have you done like to help yourself just like perform your best or get to where you are? Like what makes you different than like the other people that you've played with?
Well, it's like, I don't know, I've always, loved playing the game, and I've always wanted to be like the best I could be, but I guess sometimes it's kind of luck, just being able to have, the right people that are watching you on the right days, and just that's not the whole thing, but just also being able to put in the extra time and be willing to work hard even when you don't feel like it.
So what do you think like are challenges that maybe like you've already faced or like that you will face like in this career?
I'm yet to experience playing after long bus rides because there's supposed to be some 5 to 12 hour bus rides in the minor leagues, so I'm still yet to see how I'll respond to that, and
how like your body and stuff.
Yeah, how I'll be able to get used to it and be able to pitch even though I've been sitting on a bus for like 12 hours.
So your first season in Arizona or even like in Nashville, did you feel like you faced any like challenges or?
Nothing too difficult, but just being that I only pitched in the bullpen or came out of the bullpen, if you had a somewhat bad outing, you don't know if you're gonna get back in like the next day or right after. So it's important to do well every single time, especially in the bullpen because you don't have set starts.
So like coming out of the bullpen, how many innings would you get like in a game, and how many games like how often like were you coming out of the bullpen?
I come out of the bullpen like once every 4 games, and I get maybe 1 to 2 innings, and that was pretty much it. Yeah.
So like, how was that coming from playing like every single game your last season to only playing once every 4 games and only for an inning or 2?
It wasn't bad, I've never been just a pitcher, so I had a lot of downtime just to relax, and I never really felt like I was too tired or being like overworked or anything, so it wasn't bad.
So like, were there any like since you went to Arizona, like did you feel like being away from home or anything, like was that like difficult for you, or like was it like a weird adjustment?
No, Arizona isn't too far or anything, and I had family and friends come out and move, so it wasn't too bad, and it's only a 4-hour drive, and I didn't feel homesick or anything.
Right.
So it wasn't bad.
So what is your overall goal, like being in this organization, and like where do you see yourself in a few years?
Well, hopefully in major leaguer, and I can see myself being a major leaguer in a couple of years, or something like that, and just being able to play every day and being on a 40-man roster.
Yeah. So like next year, you go back in March to Arizona, and like what is that process like once you get there?
So when I go back in for spring training, it'll just be 30 days straight of practice and just getting ready for the season. Because once spring training is over, we gotta go to whatever team we're going to and then start playing. So
like where are the places that you can go next year then?
Well, out of all of them, I could go to either Vermont.
And what team's in Vermont? Or
that's the other rookie league. So if you go to another rookie league, you'd have to be in Arizona for April, May, so another like 3-4 months, and then the season will start in June. But then if you go to high or low A, which is below 8, you start the season right away, and then other than that, it's Stockton, high A, Midland, Texas is double A, and then the TripleA team is the new team in Vegas, and then after that it's just the major leagues.
Oh, okay. And then, so if you were to like guide or advise someone who wants to do like what you do, like what would you say? Yeah, what would you say?
you know, just gotta be able to handle failure.
Mm-hmm.
That's a big thing because, you know, they're gonna have a lot of games where you don't play well, and you know, you just gotta be able to just flush it and be able to bounce right back. And another thing is, you just gotta be able to sacrifice some things that, you know, may seem fun at the time or something you want to do, but you know, you gotta think about what's more important for your future and you know, see where it goes.
So like, what was like one of your biggest like setbacks, either like getting there or like while you were there?
Setback.
Or like, I guess failures. Or did you have any?
Yeah, I had one bad outing. I think I had like 4 walks or something.
In
one
Arizona?
inning. Yeah, in Arizona.
Oh, okay.
So that was after like 15 innings already. So you know, I guess it was bound to happen maybe.
Yeah.
So after that, I just, you know, had to, you know, just forget about it and you know, don't try to change anything because, you know, why would I change something that has been working for so long? So I just had to, you know, change my mindset and you know, bounce back.
So in like your college career, like what do you think like your mentality, like do you feel like your mentality is different from like when you're at RCC and UCR to like now being in the organization?
Yeah, it's a little more different because, you know, I'm getting paid to do this and like it's my job, but you know, it doesn't feel like it, but I still have to perform because, you know, if I don't, then I can get released and then I don't have a job anymore. So you know, but I don't think about it that way. I'm just trying to play the game and, you know, have fun.
And then how could you help someone reach their full potential?
I think it all starts like with the, you know, the mental side of things because you know, you got to be able to, you know, be willing to put in the work and also you got to have some, you know, physical ability. You know, you can't just be any person that can, you know, throw like 95. So you know, it's got to be there and you can be able to see it, but it's just you got to have to put them on the right track and, you know, tell them how things work and it all comes down to if they want to do it or not.
And like, were you expecting to get drafted like to the A's or like did you think you're going to college somewhere?
Well, I was planning on going to college. Obviously, wasn't really like just set on the draft as much as I wanted to be.
What school?
To Lewis and Clark State, which is in Idaho. And yeah, as much as I wanted to be set on just a draft, you know, I had to have a backup plan. So, but like I knew there was teams that were, like wanted me like from the start of the fall, and but I wasn't really sure if they were going to draft me like 100%. But
so like the idea was like in the air.
Yeah.
Like your whole last season in college.
Yeah, I knew it was possible, but you know, I just had to hope a team liked me enough to actually use me for as a draft pick.
Go ahead.
Okay, so what like to wrap it up, like what really like got you to like sign your contract?
So it just came down to, you know, there was a bunch of things going on, like a bunch of like different possibilities that could have happened for me, but just being drafted, you know, doesn't happen every day, and you know, doesn't, or a lot of people don't get that opportunity to choose whether they want to sign to a professional team or, you know, keep going to school. So at the end of the day, I just felt like I couldn't pass up the opportunity, and you know, I feel like it went well.
Yeah.
Or it's going well.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, that's it.